Welcome to the Unhinged Romant-icks podcast. With every episode, we do our best to highlight any trigger warnings, but please remember to check them yourself before reading any books we recommend. All opinions are those of ours alone, unless otherwise stated. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Happy New Year. To our
Happy
friends.
New Year. Merry Christmas.
We did
all
Merry
the
Christmas.
stuff.
We did
Well,
Merry
I know.
Christmas already.
Well, I'm just saying Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all at once.
I hope everyone
Anyway.
had the greatest end to their 2025 and are all looking forward to 2026. I know I am. There are some fun things happening this year. Yay.
Yes. And for those of you who don't know, I am Mariah.
I am Robyn.
And this is the Unhinged Romant-icks.
And we are, as we say, because I am still adjusting myself, even though I said I was ready. Oh my God. Okay. How are you?
I'm good. I have been kind of sick all week, so pardon me if I sniffle here and there, guys. But
It's fine.
I am
It's sick season.
on the mend.
That's nice.
Yes.
You did seem better when I visited you yesterday. Jesus Christ. I'm okay.
Yeah. Yesterday was a better day. Today is a bit
Yeah.
better too. So yeah, I'm getting
That's
there.
good. I'm glad to hear that.
Anyway, what's new with you?
Not much. Bought a book today. I texted you when I was in the bookstore. Obviously, you are aware of
Yes.
that information, but for those who aren't aware of that information, because you're not you or so today we're talking about the second half of the Sparrow Falls series by Catherine Cowles, which means we finished the books, which means it was trophy time. And I obviously wanted the sprayed edges because if you're gonna buy books and you have the option to get the sprayed edges or not sprayed edges, why would you not go with sprayed edges? Anyways, so Amazon did not have Fragile Sanctuary, which is the very first book in the entire series, with the sprayed edges. And I was like, well, I wonder if Indigo does. And it did. So I went there. And oh my God, Mariah. Everywhere you look are romance books now. You cannot walk into that store without seeing romance books on every wall and table. They are everywhere. After I texted you about this, I texted my best friend who refuses to read romance books. That's fine. It's not her jam. That's whatever. She went into Indigo and had zero problems because she's like, number one, there's romance books. I don't read them, so it was really easy to walk past them. And number two, they didn't even have the book I had, so I left. And I was like, I walked in that store today, and my wallet was like, please don't hurt me.
I can't walk into that store and not leave with something. And my kids love that store. Like we spend hours in there. Like there's so much to do for like kids and all sorts of stuff. But yes, the romance section is elite. It's pretty good there.
It took every ounce of self-control that I had in my body to not come out of that store with more than I said I was walking in there for. One book. I walked in for one book.
Let her have more books.
To be fair, I have bought like 6 books already this month.
I have not bought any books this year yet.
I did buy some.
It's only the 11th day.
Yeah.
And you bought 6?
7 now.
In 11 days?
And 2 are trophies. I bought because you know what, I have this goal because it's a new year, so we have goals, you know, new year, new goals, new reading goals. And I was like, okay, I just spent the last since July, from July to December, basically all I read was romance books. So I was like, hey, Robyn, if you want to be a better reader, if you want to be a better writer at some point, you need to branch out. You need to read other things, get new ideas, fresh ideas, mix some shit up every once in a and whatever, while every it's so heated. Anyways, so I bought I was at the bookstore with a friend of mine, and it's one of these bookstores where they have books, but they don't have like all the books. So like the ones that we read, the popular ones, like the ones that you see on the
Yeah.
TikToks and the Bookstagrams, they aren't so much in that store. Like that store has kind of like off. They have some stuff, but not everything. They did have one copy of Megan Quinn's "Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal" with like the gorgeous artwork sprayed edges for like the
Yeah, I've seen
popcorn
those,
string or
yeah.
whatever. So I was like, it was the last one. I was like, this is mine. I deserve this. But I also like, I love that book. Like that was a 5-star holiday book for me. So I got that.
Yeah.
And then I also bought a mystery book by Lucy Foley because I really like her mystery stories. She's very creative with her writing because when she writes her books, and like this has nothing to do with romance, but she writes it from like several different point of views, and she also goes back and forth in time. So she'll go from like the present to like a previous period, usually like within a few days before, just so you can like read about what's currently happening in the mystery and then like how we got there. But she writes it from like 4 or 5 different point of views, so it's like it's a really interesting like reading style. So I got that, and then I also bought another Agatha Christie book because I like to torture myself and read stuff published in the 30s and make it hard for myself to read. Luckily, they're small books. And then we're not done yet.
Okay, sorry.
There's 7 books. And then I bought a romantasy called The Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout.
Is that how you say her name? I never knew how to say her name.
I'm literally looking at. I assume it's Armentrout because that's what it verbally that literally looks
Sorry
like.
if we're butchering your name.
Sorry, Jen. So I bought that because I was like, I kind of want to get into some romantasies, and I know we've talked about reading some, but I need to read my own books too.
Yeah.
And then I also bought the first and third book in the Ruinous Love series by Bryn Weaver. So I bought Scythe and Sparrow and Butcher and Blackbird, but I still need Leather and Lark. That's the second book. So I am excited to read those. So.
Have you heard anything about those books?
I've heard they're very good and they're murdery and yeah, I'm excited to read them. I've heard they're funny.
I won't
funny
say
and
anything.
murdery.
I won't say anything. You just read it and let me know what you think.
Yeah, I read the trigger warnings, Mariah. There's cannibalism.
No, I read the first book.
Oh, okay, then shush.
Yeah, I read it with my sister. We did like a little buddy read, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Did you like it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just wasn't. It wasn't for me. It was a little hyped up in my head, and it just wasn't for me. So I don't know if I'll continue those, but
that's fair.
All to you. I hope you like it. Some people love it, but I just didn't like it.
I've heard it's funny. I've heard it's funny and murdery, and I like funny and murdery. So it's fine. We'll figure.
Yeah.
We're fine. Blah, 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 blah. I am mumbly today. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Well, yes. I have not. Well, like I said, I have a hard time with other genres.
Yeah.
Than romance. I like my romance. I am trying. My goal this year is to read a romantasy.
Yes.
And I have one in my head that I want to read.
Fourth Wing, right?
Fourth Wing.
Yes.
Because everyone is telling me to read it. But now I keep seeing videos that are like, if you haven't read it, wait until the series is ended. Because it's supposed to be a 5-book series. So now I'm conflicted. But I was told
so because it's so good that you need to read them all at once.
Yes. And only 3 books are out.
Yeah. You know,
so I don't know.
Now that I've read several book series and also read books that are in series that are currently, like, ongoing, like, I've done both now, like, I've read enough to do that. I actually like the idea of waiting for the next book because then I don't feel like I have to read 5 or 6 books all at once. Like, I kind of enjoy the fact that I can go read something else while I'm waiting for another book to come out, so I have to say as a person who has done both, I would actually prefer to wait for the book than be forced, like, feel like I'm forced to read
Yeah.
everything all at once because that way I can, like, change up what I'm reading.
See,
You have a
here's the
different
thing.
opinion.
Here's the thing. I am such a mood reader that I can literally read a book in the middle of a series.
You're nuts.
And then if I feel like reading the tropes in the other books, I'll go back eventually.
Yeah.
But I can, like, just read because they're interconnected standalones. You don't necessarily have to read all of them.
No, this is true.
So, like I said, it's just me. I'm a mood reader. Right now I'm reading book 5 and I've read none of the other books of a series.
See, and I'm totally not like that. Like, we read the Elsie Silver Rose Hill series, and now that I'm reading the Chestnut Springs, I'm like, there's so much information that I wish I had before I read Rose Hill.
Yeah, I do want to get to that series because I actually do own all of them, and I've only read the first one. Oh, the first one and the
third. Oh, the fourth. Oh,
Reckless. Okay. Whatever Reckless's number is, that's the one I've read.
One sec, I can tell you because I have my iPad up.
Yeah, I've read.
You read
the
Flawless and
one?
Reckless?
Yeah.
So you read the first and the fourth.
Yeah. See, I was like,
it's fine.
You know whatever. What? TikTok influences what I read a lot.
That's fair.
I see, like, little snippets. I'm like, ooh, yes, please, and I go to
it's funny
Kindle,
that you it's funny that you say it's funny that you say you read Reckless though, because when I was at Indigo today, literally one of the staff picks was Reckless, and I was like, oh hey, I'm getting to you, girl.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Anyways,
I will get to them eventually.
Anyway. Oh, and also I have to share with you something. For the people that are watching YouTube, you can also see, but look at all these stickers I bought.
I have a whole mug up here full of stickers.
There's like 250 stickers in this.
I decorate my Kindle with it. See?
I know. And one day I will have a Kindle, and one day I will decorate my Kindle.
Girl, you need to get a Kindle.
And
what
also,
are you doing?
I'm waiting. Also, I'm tempted to put stickers on my MacBook, but I also don't want to. But we'll see.
Yeah, see, I don't actually stick the stickers to it. I have a plastic case, and then I just slip them inside so I can reuse them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we should actually get to what we're supposed to talk about instead of just randomly talking about
instead of our unhinged chit chat. Before you start, and this is related to what we're talking about, I got my reading journal and I started filling it out.
Oh, cute.
And so because the only books I've read this year were the second half of the Sparrow Hills series, I've got 3 pages of kind of notes on those 3 books. So I am actually prepared for the first time ever. This will be less unhinged. It still will be unhinged, but less. I also tried to... Okay, you can only see this if you're watching this on YouTube, but I tried to make the family tree for the Coulson family.
Oh, Jesus. I can barely even see this.
I'll take a picture of it and send it to you later, but I started doing it. I was like, this is so chaotic. Anyways.
All right. Well,
we love you, Catherine. Catherine, who won't share the diamond art with us because you were from PR boxes.
Yes.
Negative 1 points. I'm kidding. I love her.
I'm only imagining what it looks like, and it's just, I feel like it doesn't do it justice.
That's why I want to see them because let's jump into this. If you have read the Sparrow Hill series, you know Lolly, Grandma Lolly, super grand, and she makes these diamond artwork pieces for all of the children and
They're
all of
naughty guys
and all of their spouses, and everything is phallic. Everything has a dick or something, like everything has dicks. And when we read about it, and the more you read about it, the more you want to visualize it, and it's very hard to visualize it. And apparently the PR boxes that like the super influencers get had these in them so they could actually do the diamond artwork. And I was like, can you just sell them, because I would like to buy one.
Oh, no. So like you do the diamond art yourself?
So you know what diamond art is, right?
Yes. No, I know what it is. That takes a lot of patience.
It's
I gotta say.
It's a little kit that came in the PR boxes. So like all the books. Yeah. So all the books came with like the Lolly diamond art. And I was like, it's unfair. I want them. I would pay the money to buy all of them so I could put them on my wall so that this wall behind me here could have phallic diamond artwork. I'm just so upset about that.
Yeah. Ian's gonna love it. Ian would love it.
I don't care about what Ian thinks. It's about what Robyn thinks. Anyways.
All right. Well, book 4. Beautiful Exile.
I was going to say book 1. But no, book 4. We are actually... This is part 2 of the Sparrow Hill series, because there were 6 books and it was too many. So yes, Broken Heart. No, Beautiful Exile.
Beautiful Exile. Look at this beauty.
You have it. It has beautiful turquoise sprayed edges. It is pretty. Gorgeous. I love these books. Are like the most beautiful pieces of artwork, and if you really look at them closely, it's like beautiful watercolors. Like whoever made these books is a goddamn artist. Goddamn.
Well, it does say cover design by Hang Lee.
Well, Hang Lee is an artiste.
Very pretty.
Congratulations on your art.
Well, people, there are trigger warnings in these books. And the ones for Beautiful Exile are violence and death, organized crime, death of a parent, stalking, verbal abuse and manipulation, spousal abuse, and a brief mention of possible suicide. That is the trigger warnings.
Okay. Do you have the blurb?
Well, hold on. The tropes. I go to the tropes.
Oh, the tropes.
Yes. Found family, small town, brother's best friend. He falls first. Heroine in hiding. Touch her and die vibes. Billionaire. And my favorite trope, hurt comfort. I love that one.
Would you say there's an age gap in this one? Because I don't remember their ages.
I can't remember exactly. I don't think it's a huge one.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's a very big age gap. I don't know exactly though. Off the top of my head.
Nothing for it to be trope worthy anyways.
Yeah. Okay, the blurb.
The blurb.
Shall I go?
Yeah, I don't have it.
Okay. I should have known Lincoln Pierce was trouble from the moment I held my knife to his throat. I've been running for most of my life, hiding away in a small town and hoping no one discovers who I truly am. The only problem is that I can never let anyone know the real me, or at least that was true until my brother moved his best friend into our shared property. Now, I'm stuck trying to avoid the nosy billionaire's probing questions and piercing stares. And it doesn't help that I almost killed him the first time we met. Oops. But when all my carefully crafted lies come crashing down around me, it's Link stepping in to shield me. And when it looks like the person hunting me for all those years is back. Link will do anything to keep me safe. Only it's not just my safety at risk. It's my heart. Because when Link touches me, I lose all sense. And when I truly get to know the broken billionaire, he's so much more than the ruthless business tycoon. He's the man showing me that it's time to really live. But I'm not the only one with secrets. Link has them too. And when the forces from our past emerge from the shadows, it's with only one goal: to end the new life we're building together for good. Ooh.
Shit.
Who's intrigued?
If you're not intrigued, go away. This is not for you. I mean, stay so we can convince you. I loved this book.
Me too. I actually gave this one 5 stars.
Me too. I gave them all 5 stars.
Yes.
Whatever.
You give out 5 stars willy-nilly.
No, that's not true. I don't give all books 5 stars. I just happen to give every single book in the Sparrow Falls series 5 stars because they are...
Yes. No, I agree.
Kisses.
They are all very good, but there's... Like I said before, I feel like I've read way too many romance novels and I have really high standards. And sometimes I'm just missing this one teeny tiny little thing.
Well, then you can let me know with the next, with book 5, because I know that you didn't give book 5 5 stars. So we'll talk about that later.
Okay, wait. Okay, so do you know what it is? Why I don't give things like 5 stars? For me, I love when a MMC just goes all for the FMC.
Right.
Like he's just like, it's almost like I love you from the first moment. And I think that's it.
You don't like Grumpy Sunshine. That's your problem.
No, that is not true. I do like a Grumpy Sunshine. My issue is I'm not a huge fan of like an enemies to lovers, and you know this.
Yeah.
And right. some of them are, and I don't know. I just have certain things. I don't know. But I loved this one. Don't roll your eyes at me.
What was your favorite part of this book? Wait, you asked the questions. I'm going to be all over the place if I do this, and you were...
Well, first off, I was so intrigued with Arden from like the other books that I was like, and so anticipating this book like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And when they met was just so good. Yeah, because he had the power to stop her and he didn't. And I loved that. He gave her the power, which she needed.
She did.
But I will say, I like a Grumpy Sunshine, but do you know what I love more? A reverse Grumpy Sunshine, which is what this was. So
I also love a reverse Grumpy Sunshine because I am a grumpy person. So you know what? Yeah, I did. I liked that. I liked that she's like a little spitfire that keeps to herself and has a background in terrible things. And so
yes,
it was nice to finally read. And I do agree. Like you hear a lot about her in the first 3 books, but she's like quiet and reserved, and you don't really get much of a glimpse of her until Broken Harbor. You get a bit. You get more Arden in that one, which was nice because she lived on the same property as Cope, and that was Cope's book. And so yeah, I agree that it was finally, you're like, by the time you got to that book, you're like, just give me Arden, just give me her story now.
And I don't know what it is, but I love a badass main female character.
Yeah.
Love when she can kick some ass.
She is a delight.
Yeah. One part of this book that I loved, and it's a little part, it happened a couple times, but when she twists the string around her finger and Link unravels the string from her finger.
Yeah. It was
just like, I know it was a coping mechanism, but when she when he undoes it every single time, because he doesn't like want to see her hurt or anything. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
It's the little thing. That's one of those little micro tropes.
Yes. See, you're getting the tropes.
You know what he doesn't do for her?
He doesn't cook for her, does he?
He doesn't fucking cook for her. He gets her food, and that's fine, I guess. But like,
you liked when Shep did it.
I did like when Shep did it, but Shep came to Thea with like a plethora of food. He all Link did was say, "Try dipping your fries in some milkshake."
I won't do it.
Sounds
gross to me.
He brought her food, sure. He made sure she ate, sure. I like that's fine. That is good.
Didn't
that
she bring him
boy.
that food though?
No, because she would like lock herself away in her art studio and not eat. So he was like making sure that she ate.
But didn't she bring the food to the pool when he was like swimming?
Oh, okay, yes. So the first time they ate together, she brought him, but that was like a peace offering, like a sorry I tried to stab you.
Though I felt like I thought that was the dipping.
I don't recall when the dipping happened. It might have been after that because I think she just brought Coke. I don't think she brought milkshakes. I think she just was like, I brought you a Coke. And he was like, thanks or something. I don't remember. Regardless.
And then just he does like little things, and I love the little things, like when he bought her all like the little flashlight, like
for her keychain.
Yes, yeah, because she's scared of the dark.
Yeah,
I loved that part.
Yeah, there's a lot of
just
little
such
things.
a little things. Yeah. Okay. So, I was very proud of myself because I picked who the bad person was. I was so proud. I was like, I knew it. I knew who it was, and I was very proud. And I don't want to give anything away, but I was very proud. But
okay, so you're talking about the main bad person. The main person.
There was a lot of twists and turns in this book I did not see coming.
Yes. No.
But so like the main person, I figured out who it was.
Like the side bad people. You didn't figure those out, did you?
No idea. No idea. She keeps you guessing. You think it's one person, and then you're always choosing the person that you don't want it to be, but you're like, what if it's her? What if it's him?
Yeah.
Like, you just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just so good.
It was good.
She's so good.
Yeah. So for a little more background on the book, so basically like the blurb is great, but Arden came to live with the Coulson family when she was 12 because her parents were murdered, and she was put in the witness protection program. And so at like, I can't remember what age they said it was, maybe 18 or 20. She took herself out of the witness protection program because she was just tired of dealing with it, and she wanted to be able to be open with people that she got close to. So now she's like 26 or 28 or something like that.
Yeah, but was she in the witness protection as she's living with the Coulsons?
Yes. She was in the witness protection program because she was from like Boston and they live in Oregon. Yeah, so she was taken out of state and like moved across the country and put into a foster home with the Coulson family. And she was in the witness protection program during that time. And then when she became an adult, she was like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, I'll like live it to my own terms. I'll like keep being Arden because her real name is Sheridan, not Arden. And then Link, who was in, we met him in the previous book, Broken Harbor. He's best friends with Cope, who is Arden's foster brother, or she's his foster sister.
Also Cope's boss, because he owns the hockey team.
Yeah, and so he's also Cope's boss because he owns the hockey team. And then he decides that he wants to move to Sparrow Falls, and Cope lets him live in his house while he starts to get ready to build his own place out in Sparrow Falls. And then that's when him and Arden start having some fun together, much to her despair. until it's not.
This was such a good one.
I did.
So,
That was...
yeah.
It was a really good book.
Back to your question that you started us off with. Favorite scene. Do you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay, go.
No, you can go first because I need to think.
You asked the question, you didn't even know your answer?
No.
Okay, well,
I said, what was your favorite
is...
part, not scene.
Well, same thing. Part, scene, that's the same thing. Anyway, okay, well, my favorite is when he buys all of her art at the auction. And just so she can take ownership of her work and that he can live surrounded by her creations. That scene was just so cute. And I loved it. And also so the creeper didn't have any of her stuff.
It was funny because there was like this, there was a creeper and you just like, is it giving away too much to say this?
The creeper?
Whatever.
We're not saying who it is.
No, but I did enjoy how the creeper, like you thought there's a lot more to think about the creeper than ended up being about the creeper.
Yeah.
You know who I loved in this book? Benny.
Okay, I wrote down him and Link are my favorite bond.
Yeah, Benny.
The
so
bond
Benny
that they have, I love it.
Benny is a 6-year-old who takes art classes at Arden's little art collective, and he calls her Miss Arden, and he says that Miss Arden is his girlfriend, or he wants her to be his girlfriend. And as soon as he meets Link, he's like instantly like hands off my girlfriend. And then Link like promises to take care of her for him, and like then they like bond over the creep.
I love it.
It's so good. I like Benny.
Cute.
I would agree. Benny and Link. That was a cute little bond. My favorite part. Oh God, I don't know. There was a lot of like, I feel like this book had a lot of little things.
Yeah.
For me, like there wasn't a lot of like big, like obviously there's big stuff that happened, but I feel like this book was just filled with a lot of little things that all add up. Like you say, like the wrapping of the finger around her jeans, and like, him and Benny like kind of bonding over him, like literally the main character, the man, grown-ass man, bonding with like a 6-year-old child because they both care about Arden and they don't want, gross, icky guys coming after her. So I like that. But actually, what a good part of the book is when Arden walked into Haven, the gym.
Yeah.
And she saw Link fighting and realized just how like smoldering he really was. she knew he was like fit and stuff, but then she saw him with his shirt off and she saw like his tattoos and she saw him fighting, and then all of a sudden she was like, "Ooh." Like she just like she caught the feels.
Yeah.
I like that part. That part was good.
Well, yeah, I did like that part.
That was a good part.
What was do you have a quote?
I wrote down quotes.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
They're right here. I have a few. It was beautiful, my little spot in the world, but it sometimes felt like a beautiful exile, the one place in the world I was truly safe, but that safety could lock you in place. I don't remember what that part was from, but it was a good quote. And then I also have, he stared at me for a moment, his gaze sweeping over my face. I don't ever want a woman to feel powerless because of me. And that was a really good one. And then also,
okay,
this one I highlighted because I thought it was just like a very good visual quote. You know how like when you read something and you're like, ooh, that was just like a really good line in a book.
Okay.
It didn't really have anything to do with anything, but fury, coursed through me in rippling waves, so cold it was a miracle I wasn't spitting ice. I just thought that was like, I thought it was like a really good line. I think that was the part where she took him camping and the water was cold or something and he like touched his feet in the water and I don't know. Now I can't remember, but whatever. I could look it up because they're highlighted on the Kindle too. I did do that. But
well, I didn't write as many as you, but I didn't write down as many. I highlighted a bunch, but the one I liked quite a bit was, just because you don't need it doesn't mean I won't give it to you anyway. Not taking any chances, not with you. And that's Link talking to Arden about protecting her, which I loved.
Yeah. Yeah, he was all for protecting her. You know what was funny about the book is when every time he was like, I'm going to do something for you. And she's like, no. And he was like, stop fighting me. I'm going to do it regardless of whether you say yes or no, because I have billions of dollars. I am putting a security system in your house. No. Yes, I am. Okay, fine. Yes,
anyway, this
please.
Was a good one. Loved
it was very good. It was a very good book, and we find out part of the book is finding out, you know, who killed Arden's family, and someone's coming after her again. And then the other part of the book is Link dealing with his really crappy dad and family issues, and that's it. All comes at the end. You find out what's what.
Yep.
And you'll just have to read it, because we are not here to spoil things. We are here to intrigue you and make you want to read them.
Yes. Go read her books. All right. Well, book 5. Chasing Shelter.
Chasing Shelter.
And this is Link, this is
Trace.
Ellie and Trace.
Ellie is Link's sister. Yes. And Trace is another. Was he adopted? He got adopted, right? Or did he not?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. The trigger warnings for this one are childhood trauma, grief and loss, death, no main characters, foster care, neglect, abuse off page, stalking, domestic violence off page, addiction of a secondary character, and reference to suicide. And the tropes are small town, found family, enemies to lovers, grumpy sunshine, single daddy, and touch her and die vibes.
Also neighbors to lovers.
Neighbors? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I think that's why it's like forced proximity too. She has it on her website as forced proximity. So
yeah, and neighbors to lovers.
Neighbors to lovers.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I do have the blurbs. I just realized I could get the blurbs.
You read this blurb.
Okay.
I like this one.
I gave this one 6 stars, unlike Mariah.
I didn't say I didn't like it. If I don't like something, I give it 2 stars.
Yeah, I know. I know
lowball it.
I know a 4-star.
You're making it seem like I didn't like them. That is
I'm just
not.
saying.
That is further from the truth.
No, I'm just saying I liked it more. Anyways,
jeez.
Okay, the blurb: Chasing Shelter. I came here seeking sanctuary. I never meant to fall for the broody single dad next door. I've spent my life hiding in plain sight, burying my past beneath layers of carefully constructed lies. Moving to Sparrow Falls was supposed to be a fresh start, a place to lay low. But when I end up living next door to the single dad who just happens to be one of my brother's best friends, everything changes. Trace Coulson sees too much, asks too many questions, and his protectiveness is as infuriating as it is alluring. And when danger comes calling, it's Trace who stands between me and the darkness. But being close to him is its own kind of risk, because with every heated glance and every stolen touch, Trace tempts me to open my heart, to dream of a life I'd long since given up on. The only problem? Trace has his own demons, and when they collide with mine, the fallout could destroy us both.
Gotta love a single daddy.
Mariah loves her single daddies. It's a very good book. It traces the grumpy sheriff in town. Also, I think he's the oldest of all of the Coulsons, of the foster sibling dynamic. And then, yeah, Ellie moves to town. Her brother Link helps her find a place, unbeknownst to her, right next door to the sheriff. And then she gets mad at her brother because she's like, why did you put me in a house next door to the sheriff? Like, there was this whole like thing about how she was looking for a place to live.
He just wants to protect her.
I know that. And it was
just
cute. It was cute older love. Brother. I know. What's that like?
I love how opposite they are and how she keeps him on his toes with the little pranks. I loved it.
Yeah, she was like going around his house and like disorganizing cupboards. And I like, when I pictured his house, I was picturing like beige everything. And when I picture her house, I just picture like chaotic, eclectic color stuff. Like she moves into this old lady's house who couldn't live in a house anymore, and she just like started painting murals and like filling it with colorful pillows and all these different things to like really bring out the personality that she wasn't allowed to have growing up with her shitty dad and her shitty fiance who she ran away from. And now she's living her best life in Sparrow Falls.
And like, Trace tried to deny like the feelings towards her because he's like, because of his past, he's like, I don't need chaotic people in my life. I need order.
Yeah.
But she is the best chaos.
The best.
And I think it was her relationship with his daughter.
Yes.
With Keely.
Yeah.
Keels.
6-year-old
that just
Keely.
made him be like, okay, I can't deny my feelings anymore.
No. But then simultaneously, Keely kept cock-blocking them.
I know. I loved it. Loved it.
It was really good. Yeah, so Ellie ends up having like, she's basically being kind of stalked or like threatened that like something's gonna happen to her. Like she's getting threatening letters and all this stuff, and like Trace is obviously the sheriff, so he has like connections to make sure that she's protected and has deputies like coming into the house and making sure that nothing happens to her. And he's got a dad who tried to kill him when he was a smaller person, basically. Or no, he didn't try to kill him. Sorry, that's not the right book. His dad.
No, I was like, isn't that the next one?
His dad was responsible for his mom dying without actually killing her, and then he turned his dad in. And then now his dad's out of prison, so he's like trying to avoid his dad to make sure his dad stays out of his life. So that's this book. So this is what happens when I read series all in like 1 week. So he's got, daddy issues, and she's got daddy issues too. But her dad, I won't say what's going on with her dad because that'll give away some of the stuff from the previous book. So you'll just have to read it, find out what's going on with her dad. But she also has a fiance who's a piece of crap. And we find out that he's done really bad things. Like he beat her off page. A little slap, and that wasn't very nice.
No.
Anyways.
Yes, but one of my favorite parts of this book was when she teaches Trace to braid his daughter's hair.
Yeah.
Which I think is so cute.
I've read that in another book before, and it is a very cute thing to like have in a book when you just like, you have like the dad's kind of like doing the best that he can, and then the female main character comes in and just like helps out, but she's not like trying to take over. She like wants to make him a better father by like teaching him how to do things that he can't do. I think that's a very cute thing.
Even the part where she gives the link to her mom.
Yeah.
To be like, this is a fun thing for you guys to do together.
Yeah.
So she doesn't feel like she's stepping on anyone's toes. She wants to like include the mom in. I loved that.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
cute.
Trace's ex-wife, Leah, who's still in the picture, they like share custody. And so yeah, it was really nice that she was like, she wasn't trying to step on her toes. She was just like, hey, like this is something you guys can do together.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was a really
I
cute thing
mean,
for her to
she
do.
seemed like a total bitch, but she had some character development.
She sure
in this
did.
book.
Very quick
She
character
turned herself
development.
around. Oh yeah.
She sure did.
Very quick.
Yeah. Yeah. And she had her own little happily ever after too, which was really cute.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very cute. But I feel like Trace's signature move in this is this.
Yeah, the pinching of the bridge of the nose, which is really funny because if you read enough, I think in the next book,
It's in all of them, let's be honest.
but they talk about Ellie starting to do it too, where she
Oh,
pinches her bridge of her nose like Trace does. Like I can't remember if it was in that book or the last one, but I was just like, haha, that's funny. Okay, go on. Ask me what my favorite part of this book was.
What is your favorite scene part?
Okay, so I had a little qualm with this, but then I ended up being kind of wrong, but
Oh God, I know what you're talking about.
So I was reading this book and I was way ahead of Mariah when I was reading it. And I was like, have you gotten to chapter 20 yet? And she was like, no. And she was freaking out because she thought something was going to happen, but it wasn't.
I thought like a horrible thing was going to happen. She's like, oh my God, have you read chapter 20? And I was like, no. You guys, wait until you hear this.
So in chapter 20, hold on. I mean, she's at home and she's got a dog and she named the dog Gremlin. She found this dog underneath the dumpster and she took it home and it's got a little snaggle tooth. It's got one little tooth, but the dog loves everybody, hates Trace. Every time the dog sees Trace, freaks out. Every time the dog meets a new person, falls in love instantly. And that's like a funny bond between, like a little funny thing between the two of them. But anyways, so she's at home and the doorbell's going off. And so she goes and she opens the door. And it's obviously Trace standing there. And she's got a t-shirt on with a sparkly rainbow creature emblazoned on it that says, I'm fucking magical. And so Trace says, I like your unicorn. And then she says, it's a pegacorn. And then Trace stared back at me and blinking, a pegacorn, ... Yes, it's a cross between a unicorn and a pegasus. Those beautiful lips twitched. I didn't know those two cross-pollinated. Well, they do, and it's to create the most magical creature in the land. Here's where I had a qualm.
Okay, but for those of you who don't know, Robyn is obsessed with unicorns. Anything to do with unicorns, she has them. Okay, go on.
Okay, so I ended up doing a little bit of digging on this, and literaturely, this pegacorn comes from My Little Pony. And pegacorn supposedly refers to the horn. But a pegasus and a unicorn, or a flying creature with a horn, is called an alicorn. And that is how I've always known it. That is how I read it in like anything to do with like like unicorn myth and legend and stuff. It's always been referred to as an alicorn. So that was my only qualm with this book, is that she referred to it as a pegacorn and not an alicorn. And I did go, like I said, I did go look, and it sounds like the My Little Pony universe refers to the horned winged creature as a pegacorn, not an alicorn, which blows my mind. But I'm not gonna like dwell on it too much because I'll drive myself nuts. But that was my only qualm with this book, is that she called it a pegacorn and not an alicorn, even though they are both technically correct as far as I could get on the internet. And that is all. That was chapter 20.
You and your unicorns.
Listen, it's important. It's important to have knowledge about such things. Like, I was even drinking my tea out of a unicorn mug. And
yes,
actually,
okay,
but
it's
not a unicorn. They're alicorns. They have wings.
God.
They are not unicorns. I have called that mug my unicorn mug since
when
I stole it from Ian's.
Chapter 20 was about a unicorn
T-shirt.
I was just like, are you serious? I thought someone died.
No.
Anyway. Well, my favorite part is literally anything with Lolly and Trace in it together.
Yeah.
Because loved it. Just the eyebrow pinch. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, because so Lolly's crazy and Lolly likes the drugs and Trace is the sheriff and obviously is like, Lolly, you're gonna end up in lockup one day.
Love it. Do you have a scene or sorry, a quote you like for this one?
I do have 2 quotes that I wrote down. So the first one is, Keely looked up at her dad beaming. I want to save a horse and ride a cowboy. Dear God, take me now, Trace muttered, pinching the bridge of his nose. That was a good one because that was a Lolly and Trace scene.
And the bridge of the nose.
And the bridge of the nose. Okay, and the next quote. No, you're going to listen. I've been searching for something as long as I can remember, looking for belonging, safety. I've been chasing shelter, and you're the one who finally gave it to me. I think that was Ellie talking to Trace.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
I only wrote one down for this, and it is Trace talking to Ellie. You deserve the world, Blaze. Don't settle for anything less. It's just a cute little one, but I liked it.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, and to like continue off of like the first 3 books, I do like how she gives them like nicknames that aren't like princess and baby. It's
I know.
Trace
They're
called
all so
Ellie
unique.
Blaze. Yeah, so Trace calls Ellie Blaze, and then in the previous book, Link called Arden Vicious because she was vicious and tried to kill him.
Although I didn't really understand why Arden called him Cowboy.
I think it's because it had something to do with like the beginning of the book where he was like trying to ride a horse or something, or he was like because I don't know.
Because he did not seem he did not seem very outdoor.
He wasn't. He's not, and
that's what I'm looking for.
He's not, and I think that's why she called him Cowboy as like a joke because he's absolutely not a cowboy.
Okay, yeah. I get that.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, Chasing Shelter, very good book. We get there's some twists. That one really got me. When you get to the end of the book, I was very surprised by.
Oh yeah, me too.
The baddie.
I did not guess this one at all.
I did not guess this one at all. Nope, that one. I have been surprised. You know, I had more or less surprised, but you know what? There was only one that I guessed one at that I actually guessed who the bad guy was, and it was the last one, which upset me because I wish I didn't guess it. But anyways,
okay. I loved the last book.
Secret Haven. Are we talking about Secret Haven now?
Yes. And okay. I have I gotta say, out of the whole series, I think this one might have been my favorite.
It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. And
she just fireworks. Like finale. It was good.
It was a slow burn.
And I love me a slow burn, and I think maybe that's why I loved it so much.
Yeah. It was funny too because when we first started reading this series and I kind of got a sense of like who all the couples were going to be, I was a little perplexed about this one because it had to do with like they're not at all related, but it's about the biological daughter of the Coulson family, Fallon, and then the foster brother, Kyler. And I was a little kind of like, why are we putting foster siblings together? But then when you read it, it's fine, and I quickly got over that, and I didn't care. But the thing was too, is before we even got to that book, you get glimpses of their relationship and the kind of, like, friendship that they had, because at that point it was a friendship. And yeah, by the time I got to that book, I was just like, "Give me everything." And then I was just like, "Why is this the slowest, burniest book in the world?"
Yeah, you see, it did not bother me. Even when like, in the very beginning, I was like,
I
"Ooh, foster
I
sibling."
don't wanna say that it
I
bothered me, like, I don't like that word, like, I can't I was just kind of like, "Oh, that's the route we're going, okay." But then it made sense, so it didn't matter
Yeah.
at the end, so,
I've
like
read quite a few books where they're, like, step siblings or whatever, so,
mm.
yes, there are some spicy ones out there.
I can imagine. Anyways.
Anyway, Secret Haven.
Trigger
Uh,
warnings.
Trigger warnings for this guy are childhood trauma, grief and loss, death, no main characters, foster care, child abuse, neglect, off page, domestic violence, off page, addiction, secondary characters. And the tropes are second chance, it's always been you, forbidden, marriage of convenience, only one bed, found family, small town, touch her and die vibes. Now, for me,
Mhm.
second chance books are iffy.
Okay.
Some of them I'm like yeah, it's like a hit or miss for me. Like
Mhm.
second chance. Some of them I'm like, I don't know.
I think probably because this one, I mean, we'll get into a little bit more, but I mean, this one was a second chance because they kind of like fell for each other as younger teenagers,
Yeah.
and then time went on, and then they came together as adults.
No, don't get me wrong. Loved this second chance
Yeah,
one. I'm just saying
100%.
there's previous
Yeah,
second chance books where I'm just like,
yeah.
didn't do it for me.
Well, I can see
But
ones where it's
this
like
one,
adults, when it's like
oof,
adults
was
giving each
good.
other second chances, it can kind of be like, oh, like what, like, ugh, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can see how they
But
could be not good
loved
and
it.
sometimes be okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
I have the blurb. I can read the blurb.
Sure.
Okay. The first time I met Kyler Blackwood, he was a bruised and battered boy with fire in his eyes and nowhere safe to land. Since the first time he kissed me, he was my best kept secret, my quiet rebellion, my haven in the storm. But fate forced us apart, making us pretend to be strangers because it hurt too much to be anything else. Years later, time hasn't dulled what we felt, has never erased the way we fit, and when Kai's past collides with my present, everything shifts. It's a choice neither of us expected, a bond that we never really broke, a line we were never meant to cross. We tell ourselves it's only temporary, that the arrangement is just a means to an end, but with each passing day, the lie feels more like the truth, and with each stolen touch, Kai feels more like mine, because some things were never meant to be pretend, and some dangers are closer than we ever imagined.
You guys, I have never cried so much in a book, and I cried in the prologue.
Yeah. Yeah, this book starts off with a prologue that, like, hits you in the feels, and
Yeah.
yeah, cried.
You know
There's
what?
there's so
That's
much
a lie.
crying.
Okay, that's a lie. I've cried more in other books, but I'm just saying this one got me.
Yeah. Yeah, this
But
one,
yeah.
yeah, I was, like, literally, like, I felt like almost every other chapter, I was, like, bawling my eyes out. Okay, not
Yes,
bawling
but
my eyes out, just, like, tearing up and just being like, "Why are you doing
I
this to
I
me?"
blubbered.
Yeah.
That's what I called it. I
Like a
blubbered
blubbering
in a
baby.
part.
Mm. Yeah, it was very
But
good.
I loved it. They meet as teenagers through tragedies, and the first night they kiss, he has a heartbreaking situation happen to him, and he ends up living with the Coulsons, and they decide to
To
put
pretend,
aside
yeah. They pretend they don't
their
know each other.
feelings
Yeah.
so he can have a home
Mhm.
and a family.
And a family, and he
So
does.
cute.
And they take him
But
in
they
and
never let each other go, and it's
no.
14 years later and all the pining and oh, it was just so good.
It's very good. Yeah, we find because so Fallon ends up being a social worker and working with foster kids because she grew up in it, and so she wants to, like, give back the way her mom kind of did in a different way, and we find out that Kyler has 3 half sisters that he
And we
did
actually
not know about.
we meet these people, the sisters, in
Yeah.
the other books.
Yes, they're in the I was Clementine? I don't remember. I know Gracie
No.
was and Hayden was because Hayden was in Broken Harbor because she worked at the hockey rink with Cope.
Yes. Did the sisters show up at the hockey rink, though? Felt like they
She had to
did.
go pick her up or something or
Okay.
whatever. Like they found out that she was like picking
So
her
there was a
sister up or
mention.
whatever.
There
Yeah.
was a
So
mention.
and they were kind of like they made a comment about how that was a little like concerning, but that they didn't really go very far with it for
No.
obvious reasons because it's part of this book. But yeah, there's 3 sisters that we find out are half siblings to Kyler. And so his mom's a piece of crap. And
Yeah.
he's like, okay, I want to be their guardian, like I want to take care of them, like what do I need to do to take care of them? And then Fallon's like, well, we might have to like make you look a little better, so let's get married.
Crazy.
And yeah, and
And I
then
like
her
that she said it was an unhinged idea.
I know that made me cackle. I was like, that's an unhinged idea for an unhinged podcast.
Yeah. I
I like
loved
that.
it.
It was
I
good.
love a good marriage of convenience.
Mhm.
So good. And I've read a lot.
Yeah, and the thing that I
But I love
really
them.
the thing that, like, got me on this book is there was kind of, like, a mention of her. At some point, she was kind of, like, her point of view was coming out, and I was like, "I don't think she's ever been with anybody." Like, I think she might be a virgin, like, and I know that I talked to you about this, and you said that you knew that because of something else that you saw or read or whatever. But
Yeah.
then we find out that, like, neither of them have been with anybody since they met. Like,
Okay.
Kyler
Yeah, but I mentioned I was like, as soon as I heard his nickname that they called him when he was in
Priest.
the MC, Priest, I
Yeah.
was like, that gives it away.
Mm. Yeah. I just thought he was prudish.
No, he just loves Fallon so much.
Turns out he is. But
He
yeah.
couldn't fathom
No,
to
being
be
with
with anyone
anyone.
else.
Yeah.
But this man, you guys, he gets a ring made for her.
Mhm. That
He
he
builds
designed.
her dream house.
That she
He
drew.
gets not one, but several tattoos, secret tattoos for her. I mean, come on.
His body is covered with tattoos for her.
Can't. As soon as I read that, I was like, oh my God, I love this.
Yeah. He was very much infatuated, if not, like, obsessed with her, but, like, in the best way. They were obsessed
And
with each other, so it was fine.
I love when the guy is obsessed, and I think that's where the 5-star rating comes in for me.
Yeah.
I love the obsession.
Yeah. No, this one was very good. And yes, the slowest of burns for sure.
Yes. My favorite scene are all of the my wife, my husband scenes. When he calls her my wife, I'm just like, oh, I'm a puddle.
My wife.
My puddle.
My wife.
But I did especially love when he went to show her the house for the first time. That scene was just so cute.
I didn't, you know what? That didn't even click for me. Like, it was funny because they even talked about it. And as soon as they drove out, she was like, that's my house. That's the house. Like, she used to draw this house as a teenager just because she could. She was like, I'm an artist, but I would draw this house over and over and over again. And then he fucking builds her the house that she was drawing so that he could give it to her one day.
Like, is there like Kyler Blackwood like fairy dust we can sprinkle on our men?
One of the things I really like about this book and the book before, I will get you Kyler Blackwood fairy dust. Anyways.
What fairy dust?
One of the things I really like about this book and the book before, and I've talked about this with you, is they bring Dex in, and Dex is a hacker that Anson knows that we kind of meet in the first book, but Dex doesn't actually show up as a human until the fifth book. And that being said, because he meets Dex kind of like sheds this light on the fact that Anson has changed completely.
I love Anson. He just made every book makes me love him more.
In book 1, Anson was closed off, grumpy as fuck, shy. He said like 2 words at a time. His face was stale. Like he didn't do other than like protecting roads and stuff like that in book 1. Like Anson was just like, and then he even like subsequently he would be like, if people would ask him a question or like try to joke around with him, he'd like sit there and like not really take it. But then you get to book 5 and you get to book 6 and Anson's like, he's there for the love. He loves it. He's lovey-dovey. He's smiling.
I love it.
And that was like, you know what? And I have to go back to book 5. That was one of my favorite parts when Dex shows up and Anson goes to give him a hug and he's smiling. And Dex is like, who are you and what have you done with Anson? And then it continues into book 6 because he shows up close to like the end again, and Anson's sitting there like smiling, and Dex is just like, what's wrong with your face?
I cannot wait for Dex's book.
Yeah, Dex's book is coming up. It's getting released. Hold on, I can tell you exactly when it's getting released because I made a spreadsheet.
Isn't it like March 3rd?
Just a second. It might be March 3rd, but I'm just double checking because I made a
thought it was the 6th. I could be wrong.
One moment, please. Did you have a quote that you want to talk about?
Dex, hold on. I'm on Dex right now.
Okay,
Dex,
go on.
You guys, Dex wears glasses.
Dex does wear glasses.
It was Dex. One thing I focused on when they revealed it in book 5. I was just like,
yeah. It was good.
Gotta love a geeky MMC with glasses.
Okay, hold on.
The hot nerd.
Here we go. I started a spreadsheet of books that are getting released in 2026 so I don't miss anything. So Across the Vanishing Sky, which is the first book in the Starlight Grove series, comes out March 3rd.
Oh, you were right. 3rd.
Yeah. So I am flipping excited for that one.
Yeah. It's going to be so good.
It's going to be so good.
My favorite quote for this book was, the only lie I'd ever let her believe was that I didn't love her, that I'd moved on, when she was everything I wanted and all I could see. I loved that. That was my favorite one. So cute.
I have one. I only have one for this one that I wrote down because everything else is really long.
Yeah, I know.
Kyler was an invisible brand on my bones, something I carried with me whenever I went, in whatever I did, even if no one ever knew.
I loved this book. I loved it so much.
I loved it.
And when,
but you know what?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, and when like Trace or Kyler reveals the history to Trace and he starts to cry, I'm just like, yeah.
Kyler reveals, their history. Yes.
Their history, because no one knew.
Yeah, nobody knew that they like had a thing for each other and that they like kept it a secret all these years so that he could have a family and like a safe place to live, because that was the important thing. It was very cute, but yeah,
very, very cute. And one of my favorite things for all of the books is the sibling group chat.
Yes. Yeah, we've talked about that sibling group chat before, but yes, it
I
is
love it.
fantastic.
It
Every time
continues on.
every time the sibling group chat gets brought up in the books, the name of the group chat has changed, and it's hilarious
Yes. And
every
I was
time.
so happy that we finally got to see her infamous glitter bombs.
Yes. Yeah, she was glitter bombing the shit out of everybody in this book.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, and this book was the only book where I actually picked where I figured out who the bad guy was. Not at the not very like not quickly, like it was close to the end of the book, but there was and I told you what it is. I'm not going to say it on the podcast, but there was a line that one
Oh, yeah.
person said that gave it away to me, and as soon as they said that I was like, "Oh, I know who it is." And then I was right. And I was like, I didn't want to be right. I wanted to be wrong. But
Yeah.
there was some that there were like obvious ones where you were like, oh, maybe it's, you know, the, her coworker, or maybe it's his coworker, or maybe
Yeah.
it's, a
I was
brother, or maybe
guessing.
it's a friend. Like, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, I was guessing.
Yeah,
Was not
yeah.
right.
No, I
Yeah.
was.
You were right.
I was right.
But this one, yeah, loved this one.
This was a very good book.
Loved them all.
The whole series was fantastic, and like I did not want it to end, but that being said, I think it ended perfectly. Like I don't think you could have ended it any other.
Okay, I agree,
Mhm.
but I need a novella. And I need a
Mm.
novella about Lolly and Walter.
God.
I need it. I need it
Mm,
now. I want
yeah.
the novella.
Jesus.
I want it.
I mean, I would like novellas about all of the offset characters or like the children in the future, but we probably won't get
Benny needs
them.
a book.
Maybe
I
we
said
will.
it. I said it. I was like,
Benny
Benny
needs a
needs this
book.
little book.
Yeah. I mean, we do at the end of the book, you do get like the epilogue that goes like I think it's like 6 years into the future,
Yeah.
maybe or something like that. Like she jumps quite a far ahead. So you get a very nice like ending closure, full circle kind of a moment. But like better than that. It's very
I
good.
know.
So
But
yeah,
how
no. If you haven't read the Sparrow Hills series, sorry, Sparrow Falls, if you haven't read the
what
Sparrow
are
Falls
you
series,
doing?
what are you doing? It is the
What are you
greatest
doing?
series. So good. I like it because it's like, it's not just like small town romance. Like there's mystery, mystery and suspense and like thrill. And like, it's just, you get everything
Yeah.
all wrapped up in this pretty package. Like literally
But
pretty.
Miss
Like,
Cowles
look at
is
this.
so good at it. Even
She
all
is
of her
so good at
books
it.
are like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all like this and they're all so good.
Maybe one of my other goals for the year will be to read every single one of her books that she has. It'll take a while because there's a lot.
Yeah. My all-time favorite one of hers is I loved her debut. It was just that was the first book I've ever read by her, and I
Yeah.
loved it.
Which one was that again?
It was Further to Fall.
Further to Fall. Okay, yeah. I'm on her website right now. I'm just looking.
And
Further to Fall, yeah.
that opens up to the first series.
Which is called the Sutter Lake series, which has 5 books, and then we go into the Wrecked series, which is 5 books, and then we go into the Tattered and Torn series, which is 5 books, and then the Lost and Found series, which is 5 books, and then the Sparrow Falls. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20. I have 25 books of hers to read this year. They're so good.
That won't take very long.
We will be reading another one of her books soon, though, because after a small break that we're taking, even though this was kind of a break too, because this was not going to get released when we said it was going to, our next podcast will be in the middle of the middle of February. We're taking a little breather just to like chill out. because it was a hectic December, and then we had to power through these 3
so
books.
Busy. So busy. Christmas time, people.
Christmas was nutty. But we're gonna be reading a brand new collection. It's not a series, it is a collection that is coming out on January 20th. I can't remember what they named the collection. Actually, you know what?
It's
I think
a
I wrote it down.
Valentine's Day.
Okay. It's called Improbable Meet Cute Second Chances, and it's 6 authors who wrote 6 novellas. And they're all Valentine's Day themed romance books. So we were like, how fitting would it be to just read all 6 novellas and then talk about them? And even more fitting that they are new. So it'll be fun to like actually dive into something that's just come out. So I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fun. So like I said, there's 6 authors for these books. I'm super excited for Catherine Cowles' book, obviously. I'm also super excited for Nevessa Allen's book in the series, because we all know how much I love Lights Out. Lights Out is my number 1 book forever. And then there's 4 more authors. There's Christina Lauren, who's actually 2 authors. I found out that Christina Lauren is actually 2 women that write books together, and that's their pen name. Their names are Christina and Lauren, so the author name is Christina Lauren. There's one by someone named Hannah Bonham Young. Another one by...
I love her. She is Canadian, actually.
Oh, cool. Yeah. There's one by Julie Soto. And there's one by Trilina Pucci. So 4 new authors to me, 2 authors that I already love with a passion. So I'm excited to read those. And they're novellas, so they won't take as long as like a standard series would take. So I think we can do all 6 books in one episode because they're little.
Probably teeny tiny.
Yeah, so we'll maybe, and then we'll see what else we read. Maybe we'll also read some other Valentine's books and like have some more recommendations for anybody looking for some cute romantic romance books. Valentine-y romance books. You know what I mean.
I got it.
Romantic romance books. Unlike those unromantic romance books. But oh man, there's some great books coming out soon. Like I've only got books up to like I think May list. No, I've got them up to July because Catherine Cowles has another book. I think it's it's the second book in the Starlight Grove series called Into the Fading Twilight. So that'll be the one after Across the Vanishing Sky. That comes out in July. So I've got up to July books. But yeah, we've got one from two coming up from Miss Cowles. We've got one coming up from Nevessa Allen. The 3rd book in Into the Darkness series. I know you're excited for that one. We've got a couple from Jen McMahon coming out. We've got Nicole Kennedy. We've got a book from her coming out. There's just like some good books.
There's lots coming out.
Elsie Silver's got a new series coming out. Like, come on, guys. This is the power. This is a jam-packed year. This is going to be a busy year.
Yeah.
I got my sister's wedding to help plan.
Oh my God.
Can we just be happy that
too much things to do? Oh, I know.
She finally figured this stuff out. They actually pinned down a date. They actually secured venues. It's actually happening. It's very exciting. My little baby sister. Alex's sister. Uh-oh.
All right, guys. Let's sign off here. We're going off on
that's the point.
Tangents again.
This is we're supposed to do. If you don't like our tangents, why are you here? Just kidding. Please stay. Don't leave us.
Well, thank you for listening today.
Thank you.
And we will see you in February.
Have a lovely...
Don't forget to subscribe and listen to us and come back.
Follow us on Instagram to get us to 1,000 followers so that we can start a channel and then get all our followers on deck with, things that are coming up. So they, listen to her stuff.
All right.
I need to go to bed.
Night.
Good night.
Thank you for listening to the Unhinged Romant-icks show. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on your favorite podcast platform.